here we have our last item for discussion, and I think the item that a lot of folks here are here for. So, this is an update on public safety in the Warehouse District, and introducing this matter is Councilmember Jacob Frey. Councilmember Frey, welcome.
Thank you, Chair Yang, members of the committee. Today, I want to discuss what is perhaps one of the most important issues that we deal in governance, which of course is public safety, and not just any public safety, but specifically that downtown. And before I get underway, I want to point out that I do not want to undermine the problems faced in North Minneapolis, because sometimes we talk about shootings that happen in either South or downtown and disregard that which happens in North, and I realize that is extremely significant. That being said, you cannot have a world-class city without a world-class downtown, and you can't have a world-class downtown unless it's safe. And with the uptick that we have seen, specifically in violent crimes involving a gun, I felt that it was necessary and essential that we not ignore it, that we take action, and that we acknowledge that there needs to be change and improvement. Specifically in the Warehouse District, which is our entertainment hub of our downtown and arguably our city, we've encountered substantial problems. We have a dynamic where we have the light rail running directly through. We have countless people unloading onto the streets at approximately 2 in the morning. We have a very large presence of police officers. We've got issues with the traffic flow, with the sidewalks, with everything from public safety directly to hospitality, and I feel strongly that it needs to be dealt with. And specifically, this last weekend, sadly, there was another shooting. There was a shooting in which someone was killed in North Minneapolis, but in downtown, there was a series of gunmen that shot. I think the inspector can probably comment more in depth than the specifics, but at least 6 bullets. And there was a total disregard for the safety of others in the area. And it needs to be, I feel strongly that it needs to be addressed, which is why I'm here today. And I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak about it. And perhaps one of the most scary things is that those shooting the guns were not deterred by the very large cop presence that was in the area. We had 6 police on horses, 6 police on bike, 6 police on foot, and notwithstanding that critical mass of MPD, they still brought a gun and shot it. Anytime you're bringing a gun and shooting in a public area, I think it goes without saying that it's ridiculous and it's got to stop. So I'm here to address those issues, and though I am not the expert, I would like to invite up first Inspector Jose, who will give a rundown of the dynamic that we are facing in the Warehouse District and downtown generally, and followed by our Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman. I really appreciate their presence here today. And this is an issue that's important not just for downtown, but for the entire city. As we move forward, we want people to feel safe and comfortable downtown, and we as a city lose revenue and monies and activity and excitement if it's not entirely safe. So first I'd like to bring up Inspector Mike Jose, and if that's all right, and he'll give a rundown of what happened.